Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Sandra Esenam Apen and I'm here for business. Let's begin tonight. And the first phase of the Tema port expansion project is supposed to be operational by June this year. So far, about 80% of work has been completed on the initial stage. There's more in the following report.
This whole area was a sea, which can be seen from the coastline from afar. But after 3 years of planning, 90 hectares of land has been reclaimed from the sea, giving birth to the new Tema port. The Tema port expansion project has reached its major milestone with the first part of the first phase to go live on June 28 this year, after which the second part will be operational by March 2020.
We are, I would say, in June we will be more than half the way on the overall project deliverable in terms of functionality. In terms of construction work, we're about 76 to 80% of the work done. So in June, we will deliver 2 berths of like this with 7 cranes like we are sitting on. And we will be fully functional on the gates.
Project, a joint venture between the Ghana Ports and Harbour Authority and the Meridian Port Holding, started in 2007. So far, 350 meters of quay walls have been built, with 6 hectares of container yard constructed. 12 megawatts power station has also been commissioned, while 350 meters of breakwater has also been built. Construction partners, the China Harbour Engineering Company, has also built 700 meters of seawall, while 4 million metrics has so far been dredged within the harbour basin. Take off my heel to be able to be safe here, and it's beautiful and scary as well.
It's fantastic.
Are we safe?
We are super safe. This is the safest crane. This is non-shattered glass. We are in a almost bulletproof even.
7 seashore cranes, 89 meters high, expected to pick and stack containers from Super Panamax vessel about 23 road deep, have been also completed. Not only is the project expected to ease pressure at the Tema port, but it has also created employment for both individuals and indigenous Ghanaian companies. Currently, local construction company Consa is at the final stage of the construction of terminal workshops and office buildings. The vision of the project is in line to make the Tema port efficient and paperless.
So aside revenue generation, the project has also employed thousands of Ghanaians. Let's take a look at a local content concentration of the Tema port project. Domestic air carrier Africa World Airlines and South Africa Airways have signed a memorandum of understanding to formalize a partnership between the two airlines. Co-founder and board chair of African World Airlines, Togbe Apede, said the arrangement will enable passengers fly directly from their local destinations to any other destinations across the world.
With the Memorandum of Understanding, South Africa Airways' ongoing operations with Africa World Airlines will offer its customers on its long-haul flight from North America and South Africa reach to domestic routes on the West Coast. Similarly, Africa World Airlines will leverage on the new arrangement to carry passengers on South Africa Airways to various destinations across the globe. Togbe Afede is the co-founder for Africa World Airlines.
This relationship will enable us to sell tickets, let's say a ticket to someone trying for South Africa all the way to Kumasi without having to change to another airline except just from South Africa Airlines to Africa World Airlines. Similarly, For those traveling from Washington to Kumasi, it's possible to buy one ticket, South Africa Airways through Accra, Africa Airlines to Kumasi. So the good news is that it makes travel easier for all of our passengers. Okay, we, through this collaboration, expect to be able to open a route to London, which means, again, Ghanaian traveling from Kumasi to London can just go through Accra and then without having to buy a new ticket.
According to the CEO of South Africa Airways, Vuyani Jarana, the decision to partner Africa World Airlines and use Kotoka International Airport as a connecting hub was influenced by business-friendly policies in Ghana's aviation industry.
I think we've been flying to Accra since 1996. We started with 2 frequencies. Today we've got 8. But also it talks to the liberalization of the market in Ghana, the policy certainty around growing aviation sector, but also the requisite investment that Ghanaian government has made in terms of improving airport infrastructure, being a lot more accessible to deal with some of the challenges that aviation industry brings to all the operators. So in that sense, it gives Ghana the first mover advantage to create transit opportunities in terms of both regional, international, as well as domestic, that is intra-Africa travelers.
The signing of the MOU came off at the Ministry of Aviation. Sector Minister Kofi Adda lauded the move and urged the airlines to sustain the partnership. The Memorandum of Understanding will go beyond interlining services to include code sharing, capacity building, and sharing of expertise between the two airlines. For Joy Business, Sheila Tamaklu.
A group of senior executives from global provider of enterprise cloud computing Oracle system has met with President Akufo-Addo at the Jubilee House in Accra. The meeting was to formalize partnership between the company and government for increased cooperation and partnership. Vice President, Global Public Affairs Corporation Affairs of Oracle, Carl Cox, indicated the company's readiness to leverage technology to support government's digital transformation agenda.
Essentially, the reason we wanted to come and meet with you and your esteemed colleagues was to discuss how we can turn what we think is a very profitable and good relationship, or productive and good relationship between the government of Ghana and Oracle into something which is more than a relationship and more of a partnership. And why at this particular moment do we feel it's useful to talk about transitioning into a partnership? And I have to say that we've noticed a certain convergence between many of the policies which you've highlighted over the last year or so, and how information technology can help you to achieve some of the objectives that you've outlined.
And all of it is going where? It's going towards the importance that we increasingly want to play on the application of science and technology and innovation in the development of our economy, of our society, of our country. So, yes, these 4 priorities that have just been outlined here are priorities that we would very much appreciate really involve the engagement and intercourse to see to what extent these are the cooperative ventures that you're talking about, to what extent those were capable.
That's all for business for now with me, Sandra Esenamapen, but I'll surely be back after 8 p.m. where we'll be talking more. I'll have more conversation on the Tema port expansion project. At what cost will it be to the nation? Stay tuned. I'll be back.